In a world brimming with the hustle and bustle of everyday life, where do you find peace? Today, we step through an unseen doorway into a realm where every leaf and petal whispers secrets of tranquility and wisdom. Welcome to your spiritual garden. Here, amidst the symphony of chirping birds and rustling leaves, we uncover the ancient art of spiritual gardening, a journey not just through soil and roots, but into the very heart of our souls. Hello, gardeners of the spirit. And I'm here in this little paradise to guide you on how to cultivate not just plants, but a sanctuary of peace and self-reflection. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or a small balcony, today's journey will plant seeds of serenity right where you are. As we stroll through this garden, I'll share the essential elements of creating a spiritual garden, from selecting plants that resonate with your inner peace, to designing a layout that mirrors the harmony we seek within. From the calming simplicity of a Zen garden to the wild charm of an English cottage garden, each space reflects a unique soul's essence. And today, you'll discover which garden speaks to yours. Here in my hand is a book of age-old gardening wisdom. But remember, the true guide is your intuition, the quiet voice within that knows what brings you peace and what stirs your spirit. Let's get our hands a little dirty. I'll show you how to plant not just for beauty, but for spiritual alignment, choosing plants that cleanse, heal, and balance your personal energy field. A spiritual garden is a unique space that merges the natural beauty of the outdoors with the inner tranquility of the soul. It's not just about cultivating plants, but also nurturing a sense of peace, reflection, and connection to the universe. The concept goes beyond traditional gardening by incorporating elements that appeal to the senses, promote relaxation, and foster a deeper understanding of oneself and one's place in the natural world. Elements of a spiritual garden. 1. Nature and symbolism. Each element in a spiritual garden holds symbolic meaning. For example, water features such as ponds or fountains symbolize purification and the flow of life. Stones and pathways can represent stability and the journey of life. Plants are chosen not only for their beauty but for their healing properties and the symbolism they carry, like bamboo for resilience or lotuses for spiritual awakening. 2. Sacred spaces. A spiritual garden often includes a designated sacred space for meditation, prayer, or quiet reflection. This could be a bench secluded by trees, a gazebo surrounded by fragrant flowers, or a simple clearing with a view of the sky. The aim is to create a zone of tranquility where one can disconnect from the outside world and engage in spiritual practices. 3. Sensory engagement. A key feature of a spiritual garden is its appeal to all senses. Fragrant herbs and flowers like lavender, rosemary, and jasmine can elevate mood and promote relaxation. The sound of rustling leaves, chirping birds, and bubbling water can soothe the mind. Textured plants and pathways stimulate touch, while visually, the garden is a palette of calming greens interspersed with vibrant colors. 4. Seasonal awareness. Engaging with the garden through the seasons can serve as a reminder of life's cycles. Planting annuals and perennials that bloom at different times of the year ensures that the garden continually evolves and reflects the transient nature of life. This can teach acceptance and appreciation of the present moment. Benefits of a spiritual garden. 1. Stress reduction. Engaging with nature has been shown to lower stress levels, improve mood, and even reduce blood pressure. The tranquility of a spiritual garden offers a perfect escape from the pressures of daily life. 2. Spiritual growth. By providing a space for reflection and solitude, a spiritual garden can be a catalyst for personal and spiritual growth. It can become a place where one can practice mindfulness, meditation, or prayer, fostering a deeper sense of peace and connectedness. 3. Community and connection. Although often used for personal reflection, spiritual gardens can also act as community hubs where people share in the cultivation of the garden and in spiritual practices. This can create a sense of community and connectedness not only to each other but to the earth itself. Designing a spiritual garden. 1. Intentional layout. When designing a spiritual garden, start with a clear intention. What emotions or states of being do you wish to cultivate? Do you seek serenity, joy, inspiration, or perhaps a connection to something greater? The layout should reflect these intentions with thoughtful placement of each element. For example, a meditation area might be best placed where the morning light is gentle, and the noise of the outside world is minimized. 2. Natural elements. Incorporating the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, can help create a balanced and harmonious environment. Earth can be represented by rocks and soil, water by a small pond or fountain, fire by a place for a small fire pit or candles, air by open spaces and aromatic plants, and space by the overall openness and design of the garden. 3. Pathways. Pathways in a spiritual garden are essential as they guide the movement through the space and can symbolize life's journey. Curved paths, made from natural materials like stone or wood chips, encourage a slower pace, inviting contemplation and mindfulness as one walks. 4. Private and communal areas. While private areas are central for personal reflection, communal spaces can facilitate group activities like yoga, tai chi, or meditation classes. These areas can be designed with larger seating arrangements or open spaces that welcome interaction. Cultivating a spiritual garden. 1. Plant selection. Choose plants that not only appeal to the senses but also thrive in your local climate and soil conditions. Consider the symbolism of the plants, such as olive trees for peace, or sunflowers for positivity and strength. Also, include plants that attract beneficial insects, like bees and butterflies, which enhance the garden's life force. 2. Sustainable practices. Embrace sustainable gardening practices to ensure the garden not only serves spiritual purposes but also contributes positively to the environment. This includes using organic fertilizers, practicing composting, and installing a rainwater harvesting system to irrigate the garden. 3. Regular maintenance. A spiritual garden requires regular maintenance to keep it a vibrant and welcoming space. This includes pruning, weeding, and replacing plants as necessary. Engaging in this maintenance can be a meditative practice in itself, reinforcing a connection to the earth and the cycle of growth and renewal. The impact of a spiritual garden. A well-tended spiritual garden becomes a powerful space for healing, growth, and connection. It can transform how individuals interact with the natural world and with each other, promoting a deeper appreciation for the intricate connections that sustain life. Moreover, it can serve as a sanctuary where people of all backgrounds find peace and common ground, bridging differences through shared experiences of beauty and tranquility. Enriching the spiritual experience. 1. Artistic elements. Integrating art into the spiritual garden can elevate its emotional and visual appeal. Sculptures that embody peace, such as Buddha statues or abstract forms that capture the flow of energy, can act as focal points. Wind chimes and decorative banners can add movement and sound, enhancing the sensory experience. Murals or painted rocks can also add personal or communal expressions of creativity, making the garden more engaging and personalized. 2. Water features. The presence of water in a spiritual garden is not only visually appealing but also acoustically therapeutic. The sound of flowing or trickling water can be incredibly soothing, helping to drown out the noise of the outside world and enhance a sense of seclusion and peace. Whether it's a small fountain, a bird bath, or a reflective pond, water features can significantly boost the garden's tranquility. 3. Lighting. Proper lighting can transform the spiritual garden into a welcoming space at dusk or in the evening. Solar lights can line paths, highlight specific plants or sculptures, and illuminate seating areas. Soft, ambient lighting ensures the garden remains a sanctuary even in the darker hours, extending the time one can spend in reflection or meditation. 4. Seasonal and time-based design. Designing the garden with consideration for how it will change through the seasons ensures year-round appeal and engagement. Deciduous plants can provide shade in the summer and beautiful colors in the fall. Evergreens can offer visual warmth and structure in the winter. Incorporating plants that bloom at different times of the year can keep the garden lively and interesting. Engaging the community. 1. Workshops and events. Hosting workshops, classes, or spiritual gatherings in the garden can help build a community of like-minded individuals who are interested in both gardening and spiritual growth. These events can include lessons on meditation, yoga sessions, painting classes, or even poetry readings, all of which can enhance the spiritual connection users have with the space. 2. Volunteering opportunities. Offering opportunities for community members to volunteer in the garden can help maintain the space while fostering a sense of ownership and belonging. Volunteers can help with regular upkeep, plantings, and organizing events, creating a collaborative environment that enriches everyone involved. 3. Inclusive spaces. Ensuring that the garden is accessible to people of all abilities is crucial. This can be achieved by including wide paths, ramps instead of steps where possible, and seating areas that accommodate various needs. An inclusive garden ensures that the spiritual benefits can be enjoyed by everyone in the community, regardless of physical ability. Final thoughts. A spiritual garden is a profound concept that transcends the simple act of gardening. It is a manifestation of inner peace and a physical space where one can actively engage with their spiritual practices. By nurturing this space with intention, care, and creativity, Are you ready to transform your garden into a sanctuary that nurtures your soul? Grab your gardening gloves, and let's begin this journey together. As our path through the spiritual garden comes to a close, remember that each seed we plant is a step towards inner peace and enlightenment. Keep tending to your garden, and to your spirit, and watch both flourish.